Dear students, in today's lecture we will start with a new topic, that is antihistaminic drugs. So before going to start this antihistamine drugs, we must know what is histamine. So you see here, so this histamine is nothing but is a chemical created by our immune system, and this chemical which is created by our immune system is overreacted to an allergen such as pollen grains or pet dander, and this chemical can cause symptoms such as coughing, sneezing and water eyes. So this histamine is nothing but it is a chemical which is synthesized by our immune system when we inhale pollen grains or pet dander. So because of this it can cause symptoms like coughing, sneezing and water eyes. And for that we are using an antihistaminic drugs. So these antihistamines are medications that help with allergies and also with stomach problem, cold and anxiety and more. So these antihistamine drugs are used to treat against the histamine which is synthesized in our body by the immune system against the allergen. So these antihistamines are a class of drugs commonly used to treat symptoms of allergies. So these antihistamine drugs are used for the treatment of symptoms of allergies. And these drugs helps to treat conditions caused by too much histamine, and that chemical which is synthesized by our immune system. Now see here, we must know what is mean by allergy in medical term. So what is allergy? So see here, your body protect you from many threats. Okay, your ribs protect your heart and lungs. Your skin protect from the outside element like sun, wind and bacteria and many diseases. Your eyelash protect you from debris. Your body's internal protection system, that is immune system, protect from a different foreign substances. So an allergy occurs when your immune system overreacts to a foreign material. Now see here, in the case of an allergy, substances that are usually harmless and don't bother, such as dust and animal dander, are the foreign materials. Okay, your body views the substance as a foreign material or foreign substances and then trigger an overreaction by your body's defense system that includes a release of histamine. So against the foreign substances which are entered in the body, our immune system responds, and that response is nothing but the release of histamine. And these histamine substances are nothing but the chemicals which fight against these allergies. The symptoms that result are called an allergic reactions. Okay, so we get a rashes on the skin, we have a coughing. So all these are nothing but these are the symptoms because of the synthesis of histamine in the body. Okay, now we will go one by one what is histamine, how it works and what are the substances which cause to synthesize the histamine by the immune system. Now see here, we know that histamine is a chemical that has a role in a number of different body processes. Okay, so this histamine stimulates gastric acid secretion, play a role in inflammation, dilate the blood vessels, affect muscle contraction in the intestine and also in the lungs and affect your heart rate. So this histamine has a different it creates a different responses, and the body gives a response by secreting gastric acids in the stomach. We get inflamed, decrease in the blood flow, decrease in the blood pumping, that is decrease in the breathing also. It also, this histamine helps transmit message between nerve cells and helps fluids move through blood vessel walls. So it transmits a message between the nerve cells. So this histamine is also released if your body encounters a threat from an allergy. So this histamine causes a vessel to swell, to dilate and lead to allergic symptoms. Okay, so we got what is meant by histamine here, and what are the substances or the allergens that cause these allergies. Now see here, the food can cause an allergy, the dust, the pollen grains, the pet dander, that is saliva or urine, mold, insect bite, latex, and certain medications or drugs can cause allergy in the human body. So what allergic symptoms do histamine? When the histamine is released in the body, what type of symptoms are expressed? Now see here, because of this synthesis of histamine in the body, the coughing is get increased, that is a shortness in the breathing, we get tired, itchy skin or skin rashes, water eyes, watering, that is watering of eyes get started, running of nose, that is known as sneezing also, insomnia and vomiting. So all such symptoms are occurred due to the synthesis of histamine in the body. So how this histamine works, that is mechanism of action of histamine in the body. Now see here, histamine acts directly on the blood vessels to dilate arteries and capillaries. This action is mediated by both this H1 and H2 receptors. Okay, because of this histamine, it directly acts on the blood vessel, that the blood vessels get the blood vessel is get increased, the diameter of that blood vessel is increased because of the action of on the H1 and H2 receptors. So capillary dilation may produce flushing of the face, a decrease in systemic blood pressure, that is the BP or the blood pressure is get decreased or increased. There is a secretion of gastric gland secretion, causing an increased secretion of gastric juice of high acidity. We get a symptom of acidity because of this synthesis of histamine. So there are different symptoms are get occurred because of the synthesis of histamine. Now see here, because of this histamine, the capillaries permeability get increased, that because of the capillary dilation and producing an outward passage of plasma protein and fluid into the extracellular spaces, an increase in lymph flow, protein content, and the formation of edema. So because of this dilation of capillaries or vessels, there is an increase in passage of plasma protein and fluids in the extracellular spaces. So in addition, histamine has a direct stimulant action on smooth muscles, producing contraction if H1 receptors are activated, or mostly relaxation if H2 receptors are activated. So because of this, histamine has a stimulant effect on the salivary, bronchial and lacrimal glands. So it has effect on different glands in the body. So this histamine can bind with H3 and H4 receptors also, which are involved in the CNS and PNS neurotransmitter release. That is, it is related with the immune system. So this is how this histamine is directly reacted with different blood vessels and arteries and different body part. So now, if the histamine is get synthesized in the body and we are getting symptoms, that is coughing, sneezing and different rashes on the body, then what to do? So we are using now the antihistamine against the histamine. So the antihistamine is prescribed. So this antihistamine are the drugs which counter medication that blocks some of what histamine does. Okay, it blocks the synthesis of histamine by the body. Anti means against, so antihistamines are medicines that work against or block the histamine. So these antihistamine drugs work against the histamines synthesized by the body. So now see here how these antihistamines are classified and what are the actions of this antihistamine. So this is out of your syllabus, but for your knowledge, I'm explaining here. Antihistamines are divided into two major subtypes, that is H1 receptor and H2 receptor. So this H1 receptor is used to treat allergic symptoms, and this H2 receptor are the antagonist and which are used to treat gastrointestinal conditions. See here, the H1 receptor is that this antihistamine is used to treat allergic symptoms. So this antagonist is used to treat allergic symptom, and H2 receptor antagonist is used to treat gastrointestinal condition. So these are two different receptors are the types of this antihistamine and which work against the allergy and against the gastrointestinal respectively. So further, what's the difference between first and second generation antihistamine? So just see here. So this H1 blocker subtype is, that is H1 receptor antagonist, are again further subdivided into the first generation and second generation antihistamines. So see here, the first generation antihistamine were approved by the Food Drug Administration. So they work on histamine receptor in the brain and spinal cord along with other types of receptors. So they have direct work on the receptors of the brain and spinal cord. The second generation antihistamine were also approved by the FDA and they came into the market in 1980s. These second generation antihistamines do not cross the blood-brain barrier to the extent that first generation do. So these antihistamine, that is second generation, do not cross the blood-brain barrier, but the first generation drugs do. So that the second generation antihistamines are considered to be a safer than first because they don't cause drowsiness and interact with fewer drugs. So there are some examples of this H1 receptor and H2 receptor antihistamine drugs are given here. When you go to the medical, then on the different syrup bottle, there are different list of names are given here, and these names are there. That is Benadryl is there, Peractin is there. For children, if you specifically see the bottle, then there are drugs which are listed here. Their name is there on the, that is syrup bottle. So different, for your knowledge, I have written here different drugs name. The second generation, first generation drugs are given here. So cetirizine, different drugs are there. Besides this allergy, different medical conditions also treated with this histamine. So this H1 antihistamine treat different colds, that is cold, food allergies. The first generation histamine treat insomnia and anxiety. The H2 and antihistamine treat heartburn. So depending upon the condition or depending upon the symptom of the body or different allergies, we are using different drugs. Okay, so now what are the side effects of this antihistamine then? So some of the side effects are drowsiness is there, dry mouth, dry eyes, rapid heart rate is there, low blood pressure, difficult urinating and constipation. So these are the different side effects because of this antihistamine. So the second generation antihistamines also cause a side effect, that is cough, headache, tiredness. The H2 antihistamine also have a side effects of drowsiness, dizziness, headache, So these symptoms are, the side effects are there when we take the antihistamine drugs. So in what form these antihistamines are sold? Now see here, these antihistamines are in the form of liquid, lotion, syrup, in the form of gel, in the form of eye drops, tablets, nasal sprays there also, creams, capsules and suppositories. So these antihistamines are sold in the form of different dosage form. So this is what the introductory part of this antihistamine. What is mean by histamine, what is mean by antihistamine, how the histamine is synthesized in the body, and how antihistamine plays an important role against this histamine, and what type of histamines has to be taken with different symptoms. If we have a symptom of allergy on the skin, if you have a symptom of if you have an allergy in the stomach, if there is a food poisoning, then the doctors or the medicals, the druggists, they prescribe these antihistamine drugs. So in the next lecture we will study different antihistamine drugs and their function, their work and their structures.